You are listening to Viewing, an audio fiction series written, directed, and produced by John Fitch. Performed by Matthew Johnson. Music by Stephen Bias. This is Episode 4.
A quiet neighborhood bookstore near downtown. A small group of customers exit, passing a poster hanging in the front door. Today only, reading and signing by Jordan Lee, author. Cooper lurks at the entrance. He's dressed like a bad stereotype of a college professor. Corduroy, thick glasses. Moments later, Cooper pulls a hardcover book out of a leather satchel, places it on a small cafe table. Bloody Greens, a history of violent environmental activism. He opens the back flap to a headshot of the author, the same man who sits across from him, Jordan Lee. Jordan, in his 40s, is self-important, studious. He signs his autograph beneath the headshot. Cooper closes the book. Professor Rice, right? Cooper smiles, adjusts his glasses. Right, that's me. What university are you with? Oh, it's a small school in Canada. Bremer. Oh, not familiar. Well, I love your book, and I was hoping you could help. I'm doing some research on a group called Agonistes. Jordan squirms, almost imperceptibly at the word. Cooper notices. They're difficult to track down. Never heard of them. I was hoping you could help me make contact. Just a little bump in the right direction. You might know someone who knows someone. Jordan grimaces, packs his things, stands. I'm a professional. I never share my contacts. Oh, well, that's too bad, Professor Lee. Cooper stands. Jordan grimaces, manages a polite smile. Goodbye, Dr. Rice. You take care now. Cooper's SUV sits on a busy neighborhood street. Lunchtime rush hour winds down. Across the street, a large red brick building. A playground, small basketball court, a sign, Maxwell Elementary School. Inside the SUV, Jordan Lee sits next to Jana and Wallace in the back seat. Jana holds a taser to Jordan's crotch. Cooper commands the driver's seat, stares at Jordan through the rearview mirror. I'd say your son is probably in, what, 2nd grade, right? Tears crawl down Jordan's face. Just put me in contact with Agonistes, and he will enjoy 3rd grade. I don't know how to find them. They use burner phones. They wear masks. They blindfolded me every time we met. You have email addresses, right? Yeah, but they're anonymous, untraceable. Well, it is more difficult than it used to be, but it can be done. Cooper smiles. He takes a wireless tablet from Wallace, and they'll answer if they think a message is from you, right? Maybe. Jana pushes the taser deeper into his pants. Jordan groans. Oh. Cooper hands him the tablet. Please, all of my contacts and my messages for all of my work. You don't understand. If there's a leak, my career will be over. Cooper gazes at the school. The children should be out for recess soon. Jordan weeps, types on the tablet, presses enter. See, no big deal. You got hacked. People get hacked all the time. Cooper takes the tablet, smiles at Jordan. Don't they? Jordan nods. And us? We were just a bad dream, weren't we? Jordan nods, weeping. Cooper looks at Jana. The taser surges, burning Jordan's testicles. He screams, convulses. The rear door of the SUV opens. Jordan tumbles out of the truck onto the asphalt, still shaking. The SUV peels off. Inside the box, Scott hears nothing, sees nothing. Total blackness that slowly begins to give way to gray, abstract shapes. Then, a landscape emerges, a topographical view. Then the underground, limestone. Then a wide, deep vein of black rock running just beneath a ridge. The vision grows, revealing a larger picture, like an X-ray. A long, deep, narrow line of coal beneath a mountain. The map-like image fades. A hazier vision tears through Scott's mind. Daylight. A small car, interior. Tires squeal. Glass breaking. Metal bending. Blood. It fades. In its place, a white oval shape rising from the darkness. It's a face. Cooper's face. It laughs, then screams. Sweat drips down its cheeks. Flecks of blood dot the cheeks, forehead. More blood. More screaming. This time from several people. Men, boys, flashes of handcuffed, naked figures terrified. People in military garb. Dogs snarling, bloody teeth, barking. Men moaning in excruciating pain. A torture chamber. Death metal blares from tinny speakers. Then, Blackbourne Tower. Glass breaking. Smoke. Blood. The image grows stronger, more intense. A hollow, thudding sound. Bone on wood.
Doug, help! Get me out of here.
Doug, sitting in a chair next to the box, scrambles for the latch.
Help! Get me the fuck out of here, Doug!
The door flies open. Scott, covered in sweat, leaps out. He rips off the blindfold and headphones, tears off his shirt, stumbles toward the window, tries to open it.
God, man, you okay?
I don't ever want to do that again. The window won't open. He trembles, sinks to the floor.
Bad stuff?
Bad stuff. Bad people. Bad. Evil.
Breathe. Breathe.
Here. Doug hands him a bottle of water, then a damp washcloth, a towel, leads him to a chair. I won't do that again. No way.
Did you see the target?
What?
The target. The site.
Yeah. Right. It looks like it's in the States. Mountains, thick cedar forest, small river running through, a town nearby, Oak Ridge or something. There's a vein underneath.
By God, that's a hit.
Doug reaches for a landline phone on the table. Scott pushes his hand away from the phone. Wait, there's more.
Like what?
Bad stuff coming. Something is coming. Here.
Here?
You sure? There was a guy doing terrible things to people, and then the tower, this place, under attack. Glass, blood, guns. Doug places a gentle hand on Scott's shoulder.
Ignore that shit, man.
What?
We had this happen in the program. Along with their viewings, subjects started seeing things. They had waking nightmares, anomalous interferences, paranoia. It was always a sign that they were making progress, growing.
So, they're not real? Scott shivers. Another flash. A bloody face.
Well, some of them are. The mine, the target, the coordinates. Others are probably more personal. Maybe neglected parts of you, the darkest parts of yourself that need recognition, acceptance. But that's deeper work.
Doug gives Scott more water. His head begins to settle.
That's not why you're here.
Doug eyeballs him. Scott takes a deep breath.
Nope. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. That work is fateful. Golden thread shit. That'll lead your ass all the way back home.
I don't want to go back home.
I'm not talking about McKee, grasshopper.
Doug picks up the phone, hits a button.
Brett, he's ready. Tell Riley to bring us our goddamn money.
He slams the phone down, turns to Scott. He's shivering.
Don't worry. It'll fade.
Doug pats his back. Riley stands alone at the foot of Lucas's hospital bed, watching his motionless son. Riley weeps, bitter tears. Tori appears in the doorway. Riley tries to smile at her, can't. She walks to Lucas's side, strokes his hair, chokes back tears of her own. Scott sleeps in the tower apartment. Dim blue light leaks through the massive windows. He stirs, opens his eyes. A massive crow perches on the end of the bed, blacker than black, gazing at him. Scott leaps to his feet, snatches up his pillow, and aims it at the bird.
Hey, go on, get out!
The crow rises into the air, flapping wildly. With a screech, it flies toward the kitchen. Scott follows, pillow in hand. In the kitchen, No sign of the crow. Not a single feather. Scott drops the pillow, strides toward the closed kitchen window. He checks it. Won't open. It's screwed shut. He hears something shuffling behind him. He grabs a kitchen knife, slips into the bedroom, hits the light switch. Nothing happens. He hits the switch again. Nothing. Something moves near the open closet. Then a shape appears in the gloom, a dark shadow figure. It turns slowly to face Scott. The figure's head falls from its shoulders, crashing to the tile floor. Scott dashes through the apartment and out the front door. He sprints down the chilly corridor. Hears something behind him. Footsteps. He looks back. The figure limps after him, carrying its own head. Scott dashes into the elevator. He presses a random floor button. The car sinks quickly. 9th floor. Scott slides out of the elevator, scans the hall. Nothing. A fire door opens. At the end of the corridor, the headless figure emerges, jogs towards Scott. Scott sprints down the hall, rounds a corner, tries the first door on his left. It opens. Scott slams the door, turns the bolt lock. His eyes adjust to the dark space. A large, abandoned office. He flails at the light switch. Nothing. He dashes into the back of the room, finds another door. It's unlocked. Scott closes the door behind him, turns the lock. He crouches, tries to quiet his breathing. He sees that the room contains an exam table. He listens. Silence. He closes his eyes, takes a deep breath. A flash of light, then visions swirl in his mind. A young woman lying on the exam table, her arms, legs, head strapped down, a gag in her mouth. An older man inserts a syringe into her arm. Another man reads map coordinates. 1.40338 by 2.17403. The woman nods. Tears fill her eyes. 34.176079 by -118.848740. The woman shakes her head. Another flash of light. Fluorescents flood the room. The vision vanishes. Scott opens his eyes. A large security guard stands in the open doorway.
Mr. Jung, are you all right?
No, yeah, I was walking around and thought I saw someone, and I got spooked and ran in here.
Oh, well, okay. Let's get you back home.
Scott watches as the large security guard finishes a search of his apartment.
Everything looks good. I checked with the front desk. They haven't seen anything unusual. It's best if you stay in your room after hours. If you need something, just call us.
Thank you. The guard smiles, exits. Scott closes the door, locks it, turns on the TV and all the lights. Hours later. A knock. Scott struggles out of the bed, rips the door open. Doug's smiling face greets him. He's wearing aviator sunglasses and driving gloves. His smile fades when he sees Scott's face.
Geez, Scott. You look like hammered dog shit. Did you get any sleep at all?
No, Doug slides past him, glances around the apartment.
Were you out carousing with those brain-dead interns?
No. Doug rips open the curtains. Bright morning light drenches the apartment.
Good. Stay the fuck away from them. Especially the two mean girls.
Tori?
And Ada. The other one.
Scott shivers.
What's wrong? You sick or something?
More weird stuff.
I told you. That'll fade.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Come on, turn that frown upside down, sunshine. I'm gonna try out my new ride. Wanna come?
Your what? Doug shows him a pic of a brand new electric sports car.
Midlife crisis car. All electric. Nice, huh? Pfft, midlife? Midlife? All right, smartass. It's sweet, though, ain't it? I bought it with my share of our money. Let's go. I'll let you drive.
No, thanks. Scott strides to the window. Doug follows him.
You all right, Grasshopper?
I don't know.
It'll get better. Like I said, it comes with the territory. Means you're getting good at this stuff.
Great.
It's the scary stuff that pushes us to grow, change, to become something you never thought possible.
Doug pats Scott on the shoulder. Scott brushes it off, paces. More mystical shit from countrified Obi-Wan.
Hmm.
He scans the room, like he's checking for cameras, microphones. He spies a sketch pad near Scott's bed, picks it up, thumbs through it. "Hey, manners, please." Doug stops at one page. In the center, a hurried pencil sketch of a crow and a headless figure.
Spirit guys. Can't ignore him.
"What?" Scott tears the pad out of Doug's hand. "Thank you." Doug ignores him. Scans the apartment again, as if searching for something. Then he turns, grabs Scott by the shoulders, puts his mouth to his ear. "Be patient. Be patient." Doug then raises his voice to a normal volume. He wiggles the car keys in Scott's face.
All right, suit yourself. I'm gonna drive this thing like I stole it.
Doug stares him down, then winks. Exits. Scott grabs the bed lamp, tosses it across the room. Hours later, Scott sleeps in the darkening apartment. A knock at the door wakes him. "God damn! What now?" He stumbles for the door. "I swear to God, Doug!" He rips it open. It's Ada. "Hey there, mystery man." "Oh. Hi. Ada." "Right. Yes, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else." "Oh? Expecting company? Anyone special?" "Oh, no. I've been sleeping all day. I think I'm a little under the weather." "Well, I'm glad you got some rest, because there's a party on the 10th floor. Just the interns. Nothing too crazy. Tori wanted me to be sure you were there." "Tori did? Why?" "I think she feels bad that she hasn't had the chance to get to know the new guy. None of us have. Come on, let's go." "I don't know. I just come up for one drink. Say hi to Tori. Meet everyone." Scott sighs. "Come on. She's going to be pissed if I show up without you." "All right. I'll stay for 15 minutes. "Okay, Grandpa." In the 10th floor suite, 24 young people dance, drink, laugh. Someone has hired a DJ, rented a fog machine, lights. Strobes flash. Scott, Ada at his side, recognizes a few of the interns. They smile, nod at him, but keep their distance. "Where's Tori?" "What's wrong, not enjoying my company?" "No, it's just not really my scene." "What do you want to drink?" "I don't really drink that much." "Somehow I'm not surprised." She nudges him. He grimaces. "Want a Coke or something?" "Sure. Be right back." She heads for the kitchen. Scott scans the crowd. 2 interns do cake stands in the kitchen. Another intern vomits into a potted plant. A flash. Scott gets an image of Riley's face. There are tears in his eyes. Then he spies the headless figure across the room. He brushes the visions away, tries to focus. The music pumps. The party rages. The lights flash. Scott's head aches. His patience shortens. Still no Tori. "Hey!" Ada pushes through the crowd, shoves a red cup into his hand. "Is diet okay?" Ada slides up close to him. Very close. Touches his arm. "So tense. You need to lighten up." He tries to smile, downs his drink. Lucas lies comatose in his hospital room. No guards, no visitors. A nurse pads into the room, toward the bed. He glances over his shoulder, attaches something to Lucas's IV drip, removes it, glides quickly out of the room. The machines go quiet. Then an alarm sounds. The elevator doors open on the 4th floor. Gazing at his cell phone, lost in thought, Riley steps inside. He senses someone else there. He looks up. Cooper smiles at him. He pulls on latex gloves. "Cooper, what are you doing here?" Riley hits one of the buttons. 9th floor. Cooper's smile widens. He inserts a key into the control panel. Turns it. The 9th floor button goes dark. He presses another one. 59th floor. The elevator rises. Riley swallows. Hard. Where are we going? The elevator doors slide open, revealing the tower's roof, empty under a cloudless black sky. Cooper uses the key to stall the elevator. Beautiful night. This view over here is best. He leads Riley across the roof toward the edge. Street traffic hums below.
Cooper, now, listen. I am going to pay you out for your contract. You know that, right?
Tonight is not about the pipeline or who did it, Riley. Conditions on the ground have changed. The board brought you a fair offer. Cooper stops Riley at the concrete ledge. Riley turns to him. Not from you. Oh, no. No. I'm better behind the scenes. Cooper gestures for Riley to step up onto the ledge.
Swanson, then?
Cooper takes Riley's arm and nudges him forward.
That son of a bitch. I knew it.
His voice trails off as Cooper nudges him again. Riley glances at the street. Dozens of stories below.
I don't know why he'd want this. It's not just Blackbourne. Fossil fuels are done. If we don't pivot soon, it's over for all of us.
You're telling me that the great Riley Blackbourne is now a tree-hugging, climate change hoax-believing hippie? Riley steps back from the ledge. Cooper grabs his sleeve.
How much do you want? I'll transfer the money right now. I'll double what Swanson is paying you.
I'm afraid you can't buy your way out of this one, Riley. Cooper gently pulls him toward the ledge.
The board needs my vote.
Not if you're not here to vote. Cooper grabs his lapel.
Please, don't take me away from Lucas. He's been through enough.
Riley glances over the edge. He shuts his eyes, shivers. Everyone will understand. Your failing business has made you despondent, suicidal, and now that Lucas is, well...
What?
But you'll be remembered as a giant in this industry, a legend.
What did you do with Lucas?
He didn't feel a thing. Riley trembles. Tears pour down his face. He stares out over the city, takes a deep breath. He looks down, then pivots, draws a pistol from his jacket, points it at Cooper's head, wraps his finger around the trigger. With lightning speed, Cooper disarms him, taps and racks the pistol, and shoves it in Riley's face. Now, Riley, your own weapon? Your fingerprints? The ballistics? It's perfect. It's almost like destiny. Riley reaches for the gun. Cooper shoots him in the head. The shot echoes throughout the concrete canyon. Riley drops. Cooper places the gun in his lifeless hand. He turns for the elevator. Brett steps slowly out of the darkness. I think you better make yourself scarce for a while. Brett nods at him. They enter the elevator together. The doors close.
You have been listening to Viewing, written, directed, and produced by John Fitch, performed by Matthew Johnson, music by Stephen Bias, recording session produced by Chad Cogdill, sound design by Alex Furton, Kira Mortensen, and John Fitch. This series is dedicated to Emerson Kennedy St. John. Copyright 2024. All rights reserved. For more information, go to www.viewingseries.com.